Hands up who's heard of Fish and Game before? A few years. Okay, that's good. Yep. So Fish and Game, what we do is we manage the fish in the game. So the fish part of it is sports fish. So that's like, has anyone heard of salmon before? Yeah. We've actually been fishing here a bit today, so keep an eye out.
What's happening in the river?
Catching fish.
How are we catching the fish?
We're using food.
What are we using to catch the fish, Darcy?
Things what sting.
Things what sting. Water? What are we doing?
Using looking for fish.
How are we catching them? And what are they doing to them?
Finding them.
Good girl.
Put one in your bucket.
We got free fish. We've got free fish.
Nice.
You guys are lucky. You're the only group in the school to catch a big fish like this.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Bring me back in so I can see. Wow. That's pretty cool. Do you know what that kind of fish is? What do you think it might be?
It's a salmon.
A salmon? Oh, I don't know if it's a salmon.
Yes. A stonefish?
No, stingfish here.
Stingfish? No, not a stingfish. No.
Trout.
You caught some trout, but they're not in here. These ones in here.
Oh, those ones stink.
Does anyone know what they are?
No, they're
Anyone
not.
have a guess? Anyone have a guess at what these guys are? These are pretty common. You guys would have caught these in butterfly nets everywhere.
Oh, that one's stink.
Yep, bullies. Yep, so these guys are bullies.
And
Okay.
cockabillies.
Yeah, they're called bullies in freshwater. So cockabullies are in seawater. So this is actually an upland bully. Okay. And the way you tell an upland bully from the other bullies is he's got all these brown spots on his cheek. Okay. So if you look closely at his cheek, he's got lots of brown spots. See in the sun there?
Oh.
You see the brown spots? Okay, so that's an upland bully. Okay, now that's pretty large. That one's about an adult. They can grow a wee bit bigger. Okay, so we'll pop him back because in the recovery water, and this one here I'm picking will be the same. Yeah, so that's got brown spots as well. So that's a smaller one, but it's got, you can see in the light there. See in the light all the brown spots. You get it up in the sunlight.
Oh, that one's got brown stripes.
Okay, yeah, brown stripes on that one, right. So we'll have a look at this other one. Who knows what this guy is?
He's the wrong one.
Who knows what people go down to the sea, they go down to the mouths of the rivers and they swing these massive nets around trying to catch things.
White bait.
Yeah, white bait. Okay, so these guys are galaxids, okay? So these guys are adult forms of the white bait. Make up the white bait catch. And they're pretty cool. They have to go out to sea to live for part of their life cycle. But they come back
CJ,
into fresh water and that's when you catch them. This one here is actually probably the only way you can really tell them apart from the species apart.
He's fast,
He's pretty fast, he doesn't want to be caught. But this fin here on the bottom has got a whole heap of wee rays on it, or bones, and you have to count those rays and that tells you what species it is. Okay, so that's sometimes the differences are pretty small. But so that's probably a Canterbury galaxid, so that's what they call a Canterbury galaxid, okay? So that's an adult. So they live to about 3 or 4 years old.
I think it's 4.
And then go, you think it's 4 there? Ah.
I know someone.
So hands up, who knows what this fish is? A trout. Very good. Right, now you're going to have a 50-50 guess here now. What kind of trout? We talked about them before. Anyone else? No one else? Okay. Brown trout.
Good work,
Good
Charlie.
work. Yep. This one's a brown trout. Now the way you tell a brown trout from a rainbow trout actually when they're small like this is this wee fin here. It's called the adipose fin. Okay, and you can see how when he rolls on his side, once he goes to sleep a bit for us, he'll roll on his side. You'll see it's brown in colour. Okay? So that's how you tell a brown from a rainbow trout. That one's brown.
He's got a hole.
If it was a rainbow, it would have a wee black line around the edge of it, okay? So hands up, who knows what this fish is? A trout. Very good. Right, now you're going to have a 50-50 guess here now. What kind of trout? We talked about them before. Anyone else? No one else? Okay. Brown trout.
Good work,
Good
Charlie.
work. Yep. This one's a brown trout. Now the way you tell a brown trout from a rainbow trout actually when they're small like this is this wee fin here. It's called the adipose fin. Okay, and you can see how when he rolls on his side, once he goes to sleep a bit for us, he'll roll on his side. You'll see it's brown in colour. Okay? So that's how you tell a brown from a rainbow trout. That one's brown.
He's got a hole.
If it was a rainbow, it would have a wee black line around the edge of it, okay?
What's the big fish? What's
What's
it called?
Trout.
What kind of a
We'll sort
trout?
them back out once everybody's had lots of
Brown trout. And is it a little trout or a big one?
A big one.
And you're going to do the same thing here today. All the sorting has already been done. But what you've got to do is be good scientists, use your eyes and your brain to count and work out and think. This one's a stonefly. This one's a mayfly. Tell me what the difference is between those two.
They're the mayflies, aren't they? How do they swim?
Sideways.
Sideways? Why do they swim sideways, do you think?
What's private here?